Welcome to your daily focus for October the 17th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the positive, loving energy, the supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Thank you. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. The Magician. Magician's number one here. What do you want? What are you striving for? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your plans? What do you envision as your future? Eight of Coins, hard work, learning, and the Devil. Let's get an angel card to go with that, and then we'll take a look. Now, the Devil might cause some interference in the magic that can come into our lives today, or the focus we need in order to strive to be better. Oh, one turn in 21, celebration. Jumped out of the deck. So 2 plus 1 is 3, which is our creativity. And I kind of get the spirituality. So maybe maybe we would be more apt to put our energy into our creativity, our spiritual lives. Maybe that's where we can celebrate our successes today more than the hard work. I'm going to leave that one out. Another one jumped out. It is a 3 again. Conflict. My goodness. Okay. So we have conflict. Let's sit back. I guess this is going to be a little while. Because I'm just the messenger. So usually we just pick the one angel card and carry on, but 2 have fallen out. And we're going to get a third to go with that because I'm just the messenger. 50, resolution. Celebration, conflict, resolution, and we have 50, which is the adventure forward. Now, 50 boils down to a 5, right? And so that whenever there's a 5 energy, we have to consider that there's 2 completely different paths, and maybe one is a path of conflict or a path of celebration. And maybe we're making some firm decisions, some wise decisions, or gaining some knowledge into where we want to go. So I'd have to go back to the first card here, which is the Magician. Because the Magician says you really need to affirm the specific. It can't be vague. You know, I had a comment, you know, I only have time to really do the affirmations about 3 times a week at most. Will it still work for me? I would have to say chances are no. And we're all very busy. It's what we put on our priority list. It's where we put the attention. So if I wake up in the morning and I say, surround me with a beautiful divine light, and place mirrors around me facing outwards to repel evil and keep goodness close at hand. And thank you for the beautiful day I'm about to step into. I'm done. I can go my whole day. That could be my affirmations in the morning. And that's pretty well what I say. There's more, but that's pretty well what I say each and every day. If I only, you know, I'm waking up first thing. I may say it a few times a day. So it's hard for me to understand how somebody can say that it takes too much time or it's too much energy. Because what you are putting your energy into is what you are going to get. And that's what the Magician says. So how are you strategizing to bring this miracle, this want, this joy, this relationship into being into your life? Maybe you want a new career or a life of travel. Maybe you want to join a group of people or a team. What does it look like? Who are those people that you're surrounding yourself with? What are you doing to work towards the fulfillment of what you want, your goal, your dream, your desires? So the magician says you have to be specific. And, you know, it's kind of funny because last week I didn't do the weeklies. And the reason being is because for the entire week, I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink, and I was forcing myself to just eat the smallest of things, whether or not it was a saltine cracker or a sip of water. And I'm getting better, but still, I am not eating hardly anything. But I'm taking care of myself, and what I'm eating, I'm being very conscious that it's going to. But I'm thinking to myself with the magician is I wasn't specific enough. One of my 100 different goals and dreams is to lose a little bit of weight, but I'm comfortable with who I am and what I look like, so it wasn't a priority. It wasn't way up there. It wasn't something that I was strategizing towards, but I still had it as my goals and dreams. And so guess what? I'm losing the weight now. So you get what you put your energy into. So if you don't want to take the time to plan it out, it may happen, but it may definitely take a form or a shape that you didn't want to have happen in your life in order for it to be. So it's better to control the situation as much as possible, and thereby you need to affirm. You need to really pay attention to specifically what does the goal, the dream, the desire, what does the outcome look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What are you wearing? Is it inside, outside? What's the flooring look like? What's the expression on your face, your loved ones' faces? Get specific. That's the magician. And, you know, with the devil card here, I would say that we're not going to be able to really have that strong focus for a lot of things. You know, I worry that the Eight of Coins sits so close because this is one of really, you know, buckling down, getting into it, knowing decisive action. It's like the hare and the tortoise. The tortoise wins the race because he's slow and steady and methodical. The hare's all over taking naps, jumping backwards, jumping forward, higher, lower. Not the tortoise. Tortoise is one step at a time. Due diligence, determination. And being so close to the devil, I think we might have a hard time staying focused on the things that are really going to move us forward, really give us a strength. Now, the Taurus moon will give us that strength if we are working towards goals that have not new goals, but goals that we have been working on towards security, towards our well-being, towards our material wealth. But with the devil there, there could be distractions, there could be conflict, right? We have conflict here. There could be conflict. So maybe we need to get over the conflict, or maybe we need to compromise and celebrate this new union you make with somebody. Maybe it's working together, maybe it's bringing relationships in together. Team play, group activities, or where you can grow the celebration in your life. What step forward are you taking positively today? Because I think with the devil here and conflict here, we're going to see some conflict, or we're going to be out of sorts, or we're not going to be able to focus on the things that really matter. So I think we really need to keep it in perspective, a balance of, what we're actually going to put our energy into and what doesn't really need our energy, and we're just forcing an issue, or we're making things worse by trying to stay focused in that area. Maybe we need to deflect. Maybe we need to back away from the situation and come back at it, looking how we can build the celebration of what you were doing, of what you were creating, of the step forward. Finding the resolution that takes you forward into the adventure. Let's get our animal cards going here. So today, affirm, affirm, affirm. And yes, we are going to be looking at, I think that has a lot to do with the moon in Taurus today. Working towards, we want to work on the goals to take us forward in some level of security, some level of our material wealth, of what surrounds us, of what gives us comfort. But I think with the devil sitting so close to it, and then our 3 angel cards speaking so loudly to us, there's going to be some kind of interference. There's going to be, even with the magician, right? We're saying to the magician, this is what I want. This is why I want it. This is what I'm willing to give or sacrifice in order to make it happen in my life. So what comes in conflict with your thoughts, your focus on what your goal looks like, what your dream looks like, the things that you need and the things that you are, it's knowing it, but there could be something coming and interference where all of a sudden you don't know something about it, or things distract you throughout the day, so you lose the focus on the things that matter, maybe on the things that matter, on the things that you want to put your energy into. Strut your stuff with the peacock. So I think it's very strong energy today. I think if we, don't try and push through the roadblocks today, and then we, deflect our energy to another area that needs our attention, and then revisit, I think we will see a more positive approach. I think we can get very negative today if we are just trying to push through that wall and push through that wall and push through that wall and push through that wall. We almost need to back up or deflect our energy into something that brings us joy, something that brings us celebration into our life. Beauty, confidence, foresight, clairvoyance. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. And that's by Helen Keller. Peacock is completely aware of his beauty and wants you to work on believing that you too are beautiful inside and out. Peacock believes that you have lost confidence with your inner and outer appearance. Oftentimes, to regain that confidence, you have to fake it to make it. And then it is then that you push yourself into a vibration which is a true self. So you have to fake it in order to make it. And there's the magician for you. It pushes you into a vibration which is your true self. Peacock may have come into your life to show you that you are coming into a new spiritual growth path. It may be a time to begin working on becoming certified in Reiki, quantum touch, or possibly take a tarot or immediate meditation class. If you are feeling less than beautiful, embrace Peacock and allow him to help you strut your stuff. Is there more for Peacock? Well, Peacock is very short and to the point. You are beautiful. You need to see it. You can be confident. You need to see it. You can be courageous. You need to see it. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. So be aware of your beauty. Be aware of your presence. Be aware of what you bring to the table. So remember what, fake it till you make it. Understand what you are walking into and visualize it like you are already there, that you are already in that moment. See it for what it can be. And yes, I think there is determination. I think there is ways that we want to move forward. I'm a little worried with the devil there, because it may pull us out of focus. And if it pulls us out of focus, then we need to take control and redirect our focus ourselves on something, to not allow the dramas of others to come in or take on the drama of others, to get caught up in some kind of gossip or become the gossip or start the gossip. To stick to the goals, to stick to the hard work, to stick to the plan. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.